And welcome back to my YouTube. Let me just show you some of the stuff in here. This kind of looks like a modern man even in a suit, but it's actually also not only was he a stylist individual for clothing, this is the individual we're talking about, which is the rare painting of the Mona Lisa. Now I'm going to put this off to the side, and we know that this is the Mona Lisa too. Now this, when you go to put this on up here, you're going to find out that these images that are underneath actually line up 100%. You'll see how the face in the corner fits into the mountain in the darkness, and he's looking on over. Boom. Okay, you'll find out that the little two men here looking at each other actually will fit right into the number backwards S5 and moves back and forth in perfect line into the mountain of the same designs. You'll find that this twisted river that you will see, the twisted river, and when you place this in the right particular area, you'll see that it rolls the same right in here. It starts right here, right there, rolls and goes. That's when you shift it. You'll also see that when you move it, you'll see his shaw. His shaw matches 100% in the cut of the design of the mountain. You'll also see when you move him over and get him into the face of the Mona, he fits 100% perfectly within the Mona. The reason why there's a shortness in here is because it was a short X-ray, and this is the one I ended up bringing out. So my apology on that part. In the future, when I can get it reshot, I'll get, or find another way of an image to do it right on it to get all of it. But I'm still working out these particular little deals. If you actually lift them up and go a little further, you'll actually have the Mona in here that you will see, and it looks like she's in a wedding dress. You'll actually see his cartoons of the eyes over here. He's being funny. When you actually slide them back over where we originally were, you will see that my woman's in this corner right here, which I have to tilt slightly. My apology. The camera did not kick it 100%. And you'll see her where she is right there. And you pull this down, and this is where she is. Now, there's a different color out of another sheet. And this sheet right here highlights it even a little bit better. If you go into the same images, let me straighten this back out. My apology. Okay. Looks like I'm a little too close. Let me pull this back. And I'll tilt this. Excuse me. You see all the images in it? You'll see so much more in this camera, and you get images, images, images. This particular image is going to go into her chest, and it represents many things of two faces looking at each other along with body. And not only that, it also represents a cat with cat ears. Okay, and 10 other thousand things. Now back over to the painting over here where she starts, and she moves across the painting and ends up into the painting. You can see her face occurring. Now I'll hold it right here for you, and you can see her. There she is. My painting is in the Mona, and the Mona is in mine. If you end up, and it's obvious because when you end up, she's actually in here, and it also talks about her. And how does it talk about her? Well, let me show you. There it goes. I'm going to open it up. What's that say right there? It actually spells Salih, S-A-L-A-I. And that's what the man was that lived with him. And that's who this man is. Let me tell you, this man is this woman is this other woman. And let me show you. That is Salih. This is Salih, Salih, Salih. Now, there's a red flag what I'm saying a little bit, and I'll tell you about that, and there's going to be many YouTubes to try to explain. How can it be other people? Well, it can. It's kind of like marriage. You become one. But it also comes out to say, you know, you can have your own of what you want to be, so you paint what you want. But let me show you what it also comes out to say in here. He points at him here. He points at him over here, and he points at here. And then on top of that, he directs his pointer of where she is. That's clear over here with an arrow. Watch. There's the arrow. It comes up, curves, and goes. And where is she? She's over here in the corner. And he shows the arrow coming up and going over the sand. It is all of me. Okay? I'm beautiful. Okay, now here's what it says. It's right. I believe this stands for an I, and that's a heart, and that's a U. I love you, Salih. Okay? And so that's what the Mona has. And Mona has it written in it too. It says it right here. I love you, Salih. And it says it in many other different places. But that's one of the main places it says it. And I could put it back up there for you to see where it fits. It fits right here. And Salih is written right across. And if you really look at the Mona on the internet, instead of my YouTube, you will look by opening it up on a good smartphone, or you will actually see the S turns in many different ways. An S on top of an S on top of an S. He actually writes them out so many times it's not funny, but it is very, very educational. Now I want you to give me a thumbs up. I want you to pass it on to a friend. I want you to say your prayers. I want to say God bless the whole world, the universe, and the heavens. And I thank you very much. Amen.